I'll be
We
fine.
get used to it. It's okay. Thanks for doing this.
No problem. My pleasure, man. Of course, I always wanted to be on your podcast. So
Don't say it like that. It's so sweet.
No, I did. I'm honored. Thank you
It's
so
a
much.
small one. It's a small one.
It doesn't matter. No, it's good to. It's always good to chat to people. I watch a lot of podcasts, so I always love like taking in as much information, and I like chatting to people casually like this. I think it's really cool, you know. So yeah, it's a pleasure.
How deep would you go?
It depends. Like probably not crazy deep.
I'm just messing.
It depends. I don't know. It depends what you ask me.
Well, I really appreciate this, bro.
No problem at all, man.
Pulling back to where we first met on that night out at Crystal.
Yeah. When you were doing the magic.
You're so horrible at replying texts.
I know. Yeah, I'm terrible at replying. The text. I'm getting better though.
No, you are.
I'm getting better.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
You know what else you good at?
What?
GeoGuessr.
Yeah, I'm really good at GeoGuessr. I haven't. Oh yeah, I played with you.
I don't understand how you know.
I don't know. I only started playing with the guys like maybe a week ago.
It's the gamer game sense.
Yeah.
Gamer game
Yeah.
sense.
I know it's crazy. I don't know. I just keep winning.
Do you play
Dave beat me once, to be fair though.
Dave beat you.
Yeah, Dave's behind the camera.
Do you have a lot of off days?
Off days in which sense?
Like to play games and stuff.
Not anymore. No, I used to.
Work.
Yeah, like I used to play like during the weekend and stuff, and then I haven't done that. I just don't let myself do it anymore during the year because I think it's distracting, and I feel a bit guilty when I do it. So I'm just like, well, I want to be working, or I could be building something, or doing something else, or working on a project, or
That's fair.
planning for the week. You know. So if I am chilling out, it's usually here. But like you guys, with Dave, Tom, or Ben, just having a good weekend and coming to a place like this to have food and just chilling out, man. Really.
I think what I usually do is that was just to ease into the conversation, but for people who don't know you, kind of describe who you are as a person.
You want to see my job and stuff, or is it just
Whatever
like,
you want.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Daragh O'Neill. I am a fashion and beauty filmmaker and photographer, and I've been doing that for 7 years. I'm in my 8th year now.
Wow.
So that's my full-time job, so to speak. And I
Absolutely love it.
I love what I do, and it's great.
Well, who are you as a person?
Me as a person, I'm a pretty introverted guy when I'm not around my friends. But I like to think I'm friendly and like easygoing, you know. But I have like a good group of friends. Pretty chill guy, man. It's hard to describe myself where I really am, I think, you know. But yeah.
Outside of the video stuff, what do you do?
Outside of the video stuff, what
Mountain biking?
do I do? I used to do that. I used to do mountain biking, and I used to race around Ireland and stuff.
Wait, the mountain bike?
Yeah.
The pedal one or the motor
Pedal
one?
one.
What?
Yeah. I'll send you some pictures. You can throw them up.
Is it not?
Hello.
Just now.
Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It is on, right? Yeah, I don't know why the thing. Yeah. Thanks for checking though.
Sorry. Yeah. No, I was. Yeah. So I was doing that until I did that from like 13 to maybe 16, and then I sold the bike and went to college, film school just up the road here in Ringsend.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to do what I do now. And now what do I do on my off days? Like really sort of, man, I just sort of like work all the time. Like I try to just like find inspiration and stuff that is like that as well. I like to do a lot of personal work too. So I'm trying to find more time to do that.
You actually told me something really interesting a while ago.
Yeah.
How like there were like 33 students doing film?
No, there was like in my college, I think there was like 15.
15 and only 2 of you are doing it.
Only 2 of us are doing it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
As far as I know, now I could be wrong, but like there's only 2 of us in the course that actually went into film, I think, in some sort of respect. Because there's one guy, Ben is his name, and he is a sound recordist now, and I've seen him on a set or 2 I actually think I was only on set with him once, but I know that he's still in the industry. I'm pretty sure full time, which is cool. And then I have another friend. He's done some ACing and stuff as well. But in terms of like, I think me and Ben like probably made full time jobs out of it. You know.
From your perspective, how important do you think it is to actually go to school for this? A lot of your circle, they don't really.
I don't think it's important. I don't think you need to do it. If I'm honest, I didn't need to do it. I think the reason I did it, man, was because I was actually going to be like I wanted to be an aircraft engineer. Well, I wanted to be a pilot, but I was doing an aircraft engineering course. I did LCA, so I didn't do the normal leaving cert. So it was very hard for me to get into any course like that unless I went on to do further education. And I went to do like work experience in a place called Dublin Aerospace, and they repair planes and stuff. It's in the airport. And I just didn't really like it. It was, I think for long term, it's not a great job to be in. Salary's not great. It's not really much of a future with it. And I always was creative and stuff as well. So I jumped into this because my granddad was a photographer too. And he passed. A lot of his camera gear was passed down to me, like an old Canon E500N, I think it was called. I think that was like a 35mm camera and stuff like that. So I was always like taking pictures when I was young. And seeing him take pictures, and then I just sort of got an interest in that. I was like, oh, I think I can make this into a job and work for clients. And then it went from there.
When did that happen? When did that
shift happen?
Yeah, that shift, that
probably
realization.
Probably when I was like 17. Yeah, probably when I was 17, and I realized, okay, I think I want to give this a go. And then I knew about Pulse College, but it was a private college, so it was going to take a while. I had to work to get into it, and I used to work in Tesco, and I saved up to go. And the year I did the college because I wanted to do something after school. I didn't need to do it, but I wanted to learn something and be in the college of some sort. So I went into it, and it was a really good decision to make because we learned a lot about, like, we got tutors from Adobe that taught us Premiere. I have like an Apple certificate now for Final Cut.
Oh, okay.
And all that kind of stuff. So
you
it's
have
really, really practical.
You used to use Premiere?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But it's good to have all that stuff. I've never been asked for anything. Like my diploma, like I've never been asked about it at all. Like in any type of respect of a client coming to me or anyone looking for qualifications. Most people come off your portfolio, and if you're well established, people are going to look at your work. You don't need to go to college. You know, you can self-teach yourself. Like YouTube is great. I did learn a lot from YouTube as well. But to make this long answer, the answer is no. You don't need to go to college for.
There was something someone said to me where I feel like could be remotely true. You correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more for the network when you go to college. It gives you a bit of a head start.
100%. Yeah, like there was a tutor in there. He was teaching cinematography, and I've been on. I assisted him on a set for Lifestyle Sports when I was in college, and I got that opportunity. But then also I was on a job a few years ago, and he was on the same job, and it was, you know, he like a lot of the tutors are real world. They're doing it full time. So it's good to meet, like, you know, it's good to learn off people that are doing it all the time.
Yeah, it's nice to see them again as well.
100%. It's good to see them again. It kind of like is a sense of like, oh, I think I've gotten into the right place. You know.
How long do you think you'll be doing this?
Do I think I'll be doing this?
Yeah. How long do you think you'll be doing video for you? Because obviously you just recently started the business.
Yeah. Right? I think the rest of my life, man, to be honest, until I want to retire, like, you know, I'll be in the industry in some respect. I might, like, maybe when I'm in my 30s, late 30s or 40s, I would hope to be maybe producing instead and directing. Because I recently started a production company, which in the future I kind of want to expand out. I'd love to have staff in the future. Whether I do that or not, like, I definitely want to be on the outside a bit more, like managing productions and stuff, I think. But I still love shooting. I just don't think I'll be doing it as often, you know? But
okay. Wow. Because most people, they don't really, they're like, for as long as I can. You know, they don't really see it in terms of this is the next step. Some people do, but I guess most people that I've talked to on the pod are people who basically just chase what they want. You know, they kind of have more of a direction. Like I feel like I'm living a life where I have kind of both 1 feet in and 1 feet out kind of thing still. So
in what way?
I still do some freelance. I have a main job. And that's why it's easy for me to detach sometimes as well. But sometimes it gets very overwhelming when there's like a 9 to 5 and then 5 to 9 again.
Yeah.
But I've had so many people say to me like, it's nice that you know what you want to do.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
within our friend group and within the space and people, it just feels like they always know what they want to do.
Yeah,
You notice that?
definitely. It's a very grateful. I'm very grateful to be in that position.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really know what they want to do, and it's hard, man, to figure that out sometimes. You know, especially like living in the world we live in now. It's like you see stuff on social media, people being successful all the time, and it's hard to know when you don't know what direction you want to go in. That's difficult to consume that type of content as well. You know.
So how do you know that this is what is right for you? This is what you're doing. Like this is meant for you.
I think it's because I have like just a feeling inside of me that like it sets me
On fire.
on fire. Yeah, it does. Like it's not glamorous all the time, and I don't go and do this every day, and I'm super super excited. I'm excited every day to wake up and do it, but like not every day is like amazing.
Yeah.
But there are those certain times in the year where like you're doing a really really cool project. Let's say it's abroad, and you're shooting a really cool campaign, and it's like this is where I'm meant to be, and you're just so inspired and happy, and like you feel important. You know, you feel in touch with everything. Like that's what I chase ever since I originally got that feeling of doing it. That's how I know it's meant for me. I also don't think about anything else really. I don't really think about any other careers because I'm just pretty happy in what I'm doing, man. Yeah.
It's something that I was thinking about a lot actually the last few weeks. I don't know if you remember when we went to church together, the pastor was saying like cutting against the grain.
Yes.
Yeah. And that kind of stood out to me a little bit more because I believe in God and like he's like this almighty creator.
Yeah.
So a creator would have creation and creation would have purpose.
Yeah.
So when you're created to be something with specific skills that he's given you, I think it just makes sense when we're using it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like cutting against the grain and realizing like this is what I'm made for.
Definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. Because it's very how do I explain this? It's like I could have went down the traditional path of going into a job, and when I started doing this, it definitely wasn't easy. I had to work for a year for free, and it was not the traditional thing to do. Do you know what I mean? So it's very hard to build a career out of that because you're going to fail a lot.
Even today, people still don't believe in.
No, and the thing is, it's because I think I personally think it takes at least 4 years to build a business that is going to become a full-time job, you know, or it's going to be able to be, you're going to get stable income. Like it's only really now, man, that it's this stage of my career. I would say this year that, maybe this year that it's like a stable income.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's good, like it's good income and it's manageable. But when I started, I didn't have any money. Like it was very difficult to begin. I had to just quit my job and make it work. And I failed a lot of times, you know. And you talk about going against the grain. It's like if it's you know, it'll constantly not work, and you just keep doing it. You know, that persistence will get you where you want to be eventually.
Yeah, no, that's true. You said you failed a lot. What happened?
Failed a lot in terms of like, you know, there was a lot of months without clients, and I went to America in 2021.
Yeah.
And I went for 3 months. I lived in Los Angeles, and I was over there testing with agencies, and I was working with models, and it was great.
Yeah.
When I came back, I actually found it really, really hard to get back into the industry in Ireland.
Yeah.
I had no clients for maybe from September to January, or September to February.
Yeah.
So it's very hard.
Yeah.
So I had to get a job temporarily.
What did you do?
I was doing I was doing e-commerce photo for Brown Thomas in an office in Ballymount.
Okay.
But it was like, I'm pretty sure it was minimum wage. And you were sort of like a bit of a robot, you know. You were taking a photo and they give you your camera, you'd shoot the piece and then you edit it and then that's it. You could do that constantly all day. That was difficult, and I knew I didn't want to do there. I didn't want to work there, so I instantly just started. 2022 was a crazy year because I just started like really locking in and was like, I'm gonna make this work again.
Yep.
And thank God it did. But I see them as like not really failures, I suppose, but like bumps along the road where it was like not working.
It's necessary stuff as well.
Yeah, and like you can easily just throw in the towel and say, okay, this isn't for me anymore. If I could have done that, but I didn't, and now it's better than ever.
How does the industry fare, like LA compared to here?
Quite different. It's like London. It's like any major city. There's a lot of people. Now it's a cool industry to be in because there's so much variety. People to shoot with, people to meet, different agencies. But I think LA is a difficult place to make friends.
Why is
that? People just have their own thing going on. It's the same in like London. Like people have their own thing going on, and it's not like Ireland where like it's quite tight knit. Everyone knows each other in a way. You'll meet someone that'll know someone you know. But in like places like LA, it's like people don't really want to. They're not actively looking for people to work with because they have a circle or they work with these certain people. You still have to get your foot in the door. You know what I mean? So it's hard to network. But I think if you did it persistently over time, it would work. It's
they just don't really want to network. They don't feel the need to.
Not really, no. But you will you'll get opportunity to meet people. And it just depends what you do at that time. I have made friends over there. I made really good friends over there, and it was really good fun. But it was definitely difficult to do that. It depends on the person.
Yeah. Wow, bro. And another thing I was always curious about is like, how did you end up in your specific niche?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know. I don't really know. I think you
just enjoy taking pictures of pretty girls.
Yeah, well, that's one thing, but I think as well, it's the creativity in fashion, man. It's insane. You can be really, really creative and create stories around clothes, and like that's I'm not into fashion. Like I'm not a fashionable guy.
Yeah,
I wear the same stuff all the time, like black or white. But I love the people. I love working with people. I assisted a fashion photographer when I was 19, I think. Evan Daragh, who I still work with today and on certain projects.
You just worked with him recently.
I did, yeah. And I assisted him at a fashion shoot, and I was just on that shoot, and I was like, this is so cool. The models, the lights, the setup.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. And I says, you know what? I think I'm going to give this a go.
Yeah.
And jump into this niche. Otherwise, I was, I think I was just doing videos for everyone, like barbershops. But that's the thing people say as well is, if you want to do one niche, you're going to have to do everything before you get to that niche.
Like try everything.
You're just, like, if you want to, let's say you're starting a videography business tomorrow, you've no clients, like I'm only doing fashion. You can't really do that. You need to work with everyone possible, barbershops, no matter what the job is, just to start making work. And then in your free time, start creating the work that you want to make to attract other clients. Yeah. And that will get you there eventually.
That's pretty good advice.
Yeah.
Especially for people who don't really have a direction. I know so many people who just want to do and like they see this and they're like over glorifying it because they're like, wow, the amount of money in it. But it's
money is one thing as well that I think it changes.
It's very variable.
I think it changes. I think like
I feel like if anything, if you choose money as a purpose, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, man, definitely. I think like if you're gonna get into this business, if you start chasing it for the money, you're not going to get very far, and you're probably going to be very disappointed. It takes a long time to make some money. So I think chase it for the passion you have first, and then the money will come. That's what I think.
I spoke to you guys about this before, but like your stuff is wild. Like I love the look, I love the style.
Thank you, bro.
I'm super into like vintage shit.
Yeah.
So it's
your vibe.
It's inspiring. It's nice.
Thank you, man.
It's amazing. Even with the lads that you share with me, like you're unique to what you do. Like
thank you.
And how do I put this without without like offending anyone? But there are people out there that I've seen where their shit is just so mediocre, but their equipment is insane.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's not the gear. It's like
I'm like your white balance is completely off, bro. It looks like you're shooting this on your phone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, thank you, bro. It's nice to hear that. I guess like I've just always, I think I've been inspired by different things, and I've taken a little piece of all of those things and put it together as my own. And I don't know if I have a style now. Would you say I have a style?
Yeah. I love the Malta videos, dude.
The which?
Malta one.
Which ones?
Malta.
Oh, the Malta ones. Yeah. Did I show you that?
I saw it on your social.
Yeah.
It was a long while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh man, that one is one of my favorites.
Yeah, thank you, man.
A friend of mine, Matthew, he was telling me about how like we're talking about this specific topic about how like right now we're in an age where vintage and modern is kind of intersecting.
Yeah.
So it's really not about the equipment anymore; it's about the storytelling.
True. I think like look, I think to a certain degree, if you're gonna try and get into it again, just get whatever you can get your hands on. You know. For me, man, I don't have a lot of kit. I'd like to have more, but I think you know,
see the need as well.
It's the need. Like it depends. If you're doing stuff at a really high level, yeah, sure, you're gonna probably need certain pieces of kit. But generally, if you can make good work, camera doesn't really matter to a certain extent. You know, unless you just have a general idea of what you need for the videos that you're shooting or photos. And if you can create that look and people are happy with it, then you know, again, a lot of clients, man, for freelance, they don't know what kind of stuff we're working with or what kind of camera gear we're using. You know, as long as we're providing the service that they paid for and that they're happy with, then that's all that matters.
I feel like audio is such a big part.
Huge, yeah. It's getting easier to do audio now, though. Like the little mics you have, it's great.
It's getting so much easier.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I remember the Rode. Do you remember the Rode Pros?
Yeah.
Like they go on top of the camera and then it'd just be directional.
That used to be like the ones that people would have.
That was the thing. And I remember using them a while ago, and the quality's not even that great, but we thought it was so good.
Yeah. You know, there's so many like good ones as well that it's so underrated.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if I told you I'm doing a wedding next year.
Oh, amazing! You're shooting a wedding.
I usually don't want to do weddings.
Yeah.
Because it's so stressful.
Yeah.
And obviously I want to do it in the style where I love like documentaries.
Yeah.
I have to interview people. There's no way I'm gonna mic up everyone, right? I might mic them up.
Yeah.
So I would love to get like an external recorder with a shotgun mic on it, on top of the camera.
That's a good idea.
So it's just strong directional one.
What you could do is get the FX3 top handle with the XLRs. I would do that, and then get an XLR mic. And this is not an XLR mic. Get an XLR mic, plug it in, and you'll get really good audio. It'd be fantastic.
I actually bought it, but I didn't want to. I opted out of the top handle.
Just buy one cheap. Yeah, that's what I do. You'll save yourself a lot of stress. Because it's a documentary style camera, so that's what that handle is for. Like those type of situations where you need to be run and gun.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Top handle.
Sorted.
Top handle. No.
Sorted.
Okay. I have to look. Dave is behind the camera. He fell asleep there. Thought we didn't know this, but we did. I saw you fall asleep.
It's the only way I can kill myself.
Or just cut in Dave's
face.
Cut in Dave's face.
Oh my gosh. I actually have a very funny question. Actually, Dave, make sure you hear this. Have you ever, because you do fashion and all of that, right?
Yeah.
You ever caught feelings for anyone you shoot?
Never, no.
Never?
No.
That's cap.
That's cap.
That's so cap.
No.
Give me the cap.
I haven't, bro. I genuinely haven't.
That's so
100%. I haven't.
I've seen the people you shoot. I don't believe
it's strictly business.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive. That's very impressive.
You get to work with a lot of pretty people, of course.
Yeah. Men and women.
But it makes everything better, bro. You know, like, and it, there's beauty in the work, there's beauty in the people, and that's what I like to capture.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really think of it that way, but I can see where it can come from. I get asked that a lot by other people. Mainly lads, people in friend groups. They're the only ones.
Well, you're just curious, you know?
Yeah, of course.
You're just curious. Like, you know this model, why don't you link them up with Dave, for example?
I know, yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Good question, though, yeah. Good question, bro. No one's ever asked me that on a podcast before.
I had that in the chamber. I just wanted to wait. I just wanted to wait, but okay, fair enough. Let's just say I believe you.
Okay. Do you believe me, though?
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Was that in the camera?
Was that on camera?
Was that in frame?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. He's nervous. He's nervous about that question. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Wild though. Okay, honestly,
really,
man, respect for you not catching feelings.
Would you?
Me? Most likely.
Yeah, Dave.
But you know what? I'm dating a 10, so no problem anymore.
Yeah, you're getting married. No, I can't say that.
Yeah, next year. Yeah, you can.
You get married next year.
Yeah.
Sick.
That's all.
That is sick.
Yeah.
That is cool, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We actually have been talking about it, and we're thinking of doing it in Greece.
That would be amazing. I love
you?
Greece. Have you been?
No.
Incredible country, man.
No. It would be nice to have everyone there. Would you go to Greece for me? Would you go to Greece for me? For my wedding?
100%.
Would you?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
My bad.
Let's do it. Greece.
Bring the vibes.
Yeah.
That's why, honestly, I'm so excited for Jasmine to meet you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting her, bro, as well.
It's
I
a
haven't
whole
met her.
different
Because you,
vibe.
what I want to ask you something before you met us. Like, what were you doing? You've been living in Dublin a few years.
Yeah.
But, like, you're sort of,
My circle?
yeah, we're like, well, you're like in our circle now, which is really cool. But before that, like, what did you do? I didn't know you before, really. What would you do on a weekend like this?
What would I do on a weekend? Well, prior to me actually trying out that freelance for a while, I was actually I hated my job.
Oh, really?
It was very boring. I was in advertising. It was one of the biggest like agencies in the world as well, but it's just you're just a number.
Yeah.
And losing it was probably the best thing that happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what I did on the weekends, honestly.
It's always
probably
those
went
things.
to church.
Yeah.
And just play games. Bro, I used to work from home, so like I play games till like 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a coping thing because I had things I want to do.
Yeah.
Right, but you just have no motivation because you're just so depressed and sad. And even for a while, I strayed away from community.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Christianity community is really big, but I was just isolating myself.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously I did the magic here and there. But I never really posted content. It was until what 2023, 2022.
Yeah.
2023. Yeah, I bought my camera, so the A65,
Yeah.
and then didn't really do much with it. Someone asked me if I wanted to help them do a wedding.
Yeah.
My first one, so I did photos and videos.
How did you get on?
Just kept switching modes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a wedding, for someone's wedding?
Yeah. It was only 300 quid for like
Damn.
4 hours. Do you
Only
know what?
4
That
hours?
was so stressful.
Yeah, I'd imagine
It was a
would be.
backyard wedding, but yeah.
I imagine
my
that
first
would be
taste.
stressful, man.
What?
But I imagine that would be stressful. I can't really do weddings. Like, I can, but I also just don't really choose to because it's
I'd say you'd be really good at it.
maybe, but it's
Yeah.
stressful. You know. No,
Yeah.
like I've like again, it's who knows like the way like AI is going right now as well. Like, I might have to jump into something like weddings. But, like,
Okay. Well.
I don't know. In the future, who knows? What do you think about AI actually? Like with the way it's going.
I love it. I think humans with AI is going to replace humans who doesn't use AI. I'm so into it. I love it so
Yeah.
much. It's amazing. Like it cuts down so much time in terms of like prep.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you do a lot of pre-production?
Yeah,
Storyboarding and stuff like that?
yeah. Like a lot of it's done for you, so you don't really have to do much in terms of like brief, call times, mood boards.
Ah,
It depends on the
okay.
client.
Yeah.
You know, I might be hired in to actually not really conceptualize things, but plan. You know, again, a bit of producing. If it's a big shoot, I might do producing in terms of getting the right people in, gaffers, a bit of a team, maybe second cam op, editors, and then logistical stuff for a shoot. You know, but that's on the higher end of stuff. But yeah, not as much.
You going?
I'm going to go back to that chat.
See you
Okay,
later.
I'll be back in a bit. Yeah. Yeah. What was the question? Sorry.
That kind of distracted me as well. Oh man, what was it again?
It was. Hold on.
I forgot what we were talking about because we said goodbye to you. No, pre-production.
Pre-production.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just depends on the job, man.
Do you enjoy it?
I do and I don't. You know, I love shooting. I love being on set. That's what I love doing. But it's just something that has to be done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to enjoy it. Like that's why I'm challenging myself to do more of that because, yeah, I'm trying to enjoy it and try and
Trying to
embrace
scale
it.
as
and-
well, isn't it?
Yeah, trying to scale, but just like also just trying to,
Sorry.
trying to like jump into other parts of the industry that and get better at it. You know, there's so much I don't know about editing that I want to. You know, Dave's really good at editing. He's taught me a lot, but like this is a huge world I can jump into that I haven't touched, and it's crazy. That's what I love about what I do as well. It's like it's endless the things you can do. So I'd love to learn. I think in the next 5 years, I'd love to be well-rounded with coloring, Da Vinci, and like have my pre-production sort of systems to a T, and maybe even be better at outreach to clients and sales and stuff on that side of the business. And yeah, that's how it is.
How do you do pitching right now? Do you do much cold calling?
No, I don't really.
Yeah. Do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy it, but I'm in a very, very lucky position where a lot of the work comes to me, so I don't really do any marketing other than just the work that I'm shooting for clients. Now I'm trying to get better at it this year in terms of like still do outreach as well. It's just something Dave has taught me, but I'm very, very lucky in the sense where I am month to month. I'll have my month booked, and I'll have clients that will come to me, which is great. It's such a good position to be in.
Wow. From being like you used to struggle every month to like, you know, like, and then you had to go to the Brown Thomas, is it?
Work. Yeah, it was actually it was like a separate company.
But they do the
but
shoes.
they did the ecom for them, yeah. And then from nothing man to like fully booked out months is crazy, yeah.
How far are you booked out now?
So I'm not.
How's that work?
It depends the time of the year. Right now it's like pretty quiet, so I'm not booked out for April. But like January was fully booked out in December.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone was struggling about January.
I know.
You're like, oh, I can't relate.
And then last March, for example, I was like the second weekend of the month it was booked out. You know, so it's a month to month. September can be pretty busy.
You going for a shoot next week? Next Saturday, no? It's not.
Next
You're
Saturday.
flying somewhere, you said.
Oh, that's just the thing with Emily. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like normally, and I try to take weekends off as well nowadays if I can. But yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What's the next? I don't know a lot of people like asking like a 5-year plan, but what's the next 1 year one?
1 year plan, man, would be to potentially just get better gear. Really, I'm investing. Invest money back into the business.
Really, cameras,
stuff like that. Yeah, and then probably grow Silver to a point where it looks pretty cool, and we have a website, I think, and then we have some consistent work on there, and we're managing productions as well as shooting. And then from there, I just want to see how fast it grows. Kind of want to put everything under the one umbrella. But then also, man, still traveling. Like, you know, I love traveling, and I'm very grateful I get to travel for work as well. I might get to do a campaign in Italy, anywhere in Europe over the summer. Like I was in Ibiza last year. I was in Malta 2 weeks ago. I was in Iceland in August. Doing a lot of that. That's what like really fires me up.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly chasing that type of work. Yeah, definitely.
How about your own content? Do you enjoy that, or
I don't really make personal content.
Yeah.
I do a lot of testing. So for me, like I love doing personal work when I get to reach out to an agency, and you know, get a new face or a model and just spend time with them under a concept shooting. It's like really chill. It's really fun. I really, really enjoy it. So I'm trying to do more of that this summer as well.
I see. Well,
yeah, it's like it's not hard to do it, but it's like.
And that's what feels that's like a passion as well. Because I feel like sometimes when you do this do it too much and it becomes your job, you tend to get drained.
Yeah, you do for sure.
You have to find stuff.
For sure, you need to find a way to enjoy it.
Yeah,
or otherwise you will get drained.
I've only recently found that out as well. Because honestly, I have so much like I love what Jasmine is doing. You know, getting the free equipment.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like looking at like, so I buy stuff from Ulenzi, a small rig, and then her just getting it for free.
Yeah.
But then it's not the stuff that I want as well.
Yeah.
But that looks so fun.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think I can do that kind of content.
You don't think you can?
No.
Yeah, that's fair enough. What would you like to do if you could have a niche?
I'm actually, if it works out, I'm going to Belfast next Saturday to learn about hypnosis.
Oh, amazing! That'd be sick.
Under a guy.
You nearly got me that time.
Yeah.
It will be cool though. Yeah. Learn about it. Yeah.
But I'm also like in the process of documenting my journey in magic.
Amazing.
So like over a decade of doing it, and and it'll be a documentation of showing people like hypnosis is not scary,
Yeah.
but it's also not impossible. It's completely psychological. There's no mind reading. There's no cultish thing, and it's just that. So
Yeah.
I'm making my own special,
Yeah.
just for fun.
Yeah.
I wrote a book.
You wrote a book.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got it printed. It's arriving on Thursday, and I have a few other like vlogs that I did over the last 3 months that I haven't edited yet.
And what is the book about?
Accumulation of short stories that I've heard from people and experiences in my life, and then I just retell it.
Okay.
The details are different, but the ingredients are the same.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's short. It's only like 50 pages.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah. I've read it to a few people and they like bawled their eyes up.
Really? I must read it.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
It's very yeah. That's why I asked you guys just now, like, what gets you guys emotional?
Yeah.
So like
No,
family,
that's fair. Yeah.
family, like journeys.
Yeah.
You know, like up and down stuff like that. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
that's what kind of fueled me. Yeah, side quests. It's weird, right?
Yeah. No,
but
definitely.
I
It's
feel
good to
like-
do, Seb. It's good to do.
I built the PC.
I think now the time is to do it, bro, as well. The where we are in life, you know?
Exactly.
So when we get older,
Yeah.
we don't really, I don't know, we might have families who might not have the time to do it, you know?
Yeah, like lately I've been like, I wish I could, I wish I had more time freedom. Also, like I'm enjoying work. I'm loving my life right now, and it's like, just everything is so great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I even said to Tom last night. I was like, I'm living in overflow.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm overflowing my cup. Like it's great.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's good,
so
man.
thankful. So just whenever I get an opportunity, I just pour into anyone else. That
Yeah.
Just
Amazing.
after that,
Yeah. No, it's and like I love the way you carry yourself as well, bro. That's one thing. You're very chill, but you also like. It's hard to come across people like you in a sense where they're very in touch with themselves. You know what I mean? I feel like you're quite in touch with yourself and your emotions.
in touch with yourself.
You come across like that.
Yeah.
And you're always checking in on people as well. So it's good. I like people like
Thanks,
that.
bro. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Appreciate it. No one's ever said that. Oh.
Really?
Yeah. No. I've never heard.
Never.
Yeah. When I lost my job, like my friends were just like, "Oh yeah, he'd be fine."
Yeah.
You know, and it's weird because I had this like peace or whatever. It didn't come from me, like it came from God. You know, like I just knew it was He had my back. So
Yeah, of course.
this is just temporary, and surely enough, He did, because the moments that I needed, you know,
Yeah.
He helped me out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like imagine somebody who has no prior experience doing freelance, but being able to survive for 6 months.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Right.
It's pretty rare. It's a hard thing to do.
And
It's
then
not
slow
as
down
easy.
now because I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even explain it, dude.
Yeah. That's amazing, bro. It's
I can't
incredible.
even explain it.
Yeah.
And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
You know, that's the peaceful part.
Yeah.
I do struggle like a bit of stress because my hair is getting white and everything.
Yeah. I struggle with stress as well, bro. Yeah, I think it's a part of like our life now, really. You know, in the sense where, like I love what I've built, but it's definitely stressful at times. And the way I think of it is like, well, I did choose this, you know.
Yeah.
So I sort of have to be able to deal with what comes with it, you know.
That's true, actually.
It's just how it is. Like it's not
Yeah,
going to
we
be
did
smooth
choose it.
sailing. Yeah, and the thing about like freelance as well, man, the highs are extremely high, and the lows are really low. You know, like it's just a wave like this, and always going to be like that. That's business. Like that's what it is. So if you can learn to ride out that wave and be on that roller coaster, and not get scared or too stressed, then you're fine. The one thing you have to watch out for, I think, is burnout. I've got burned out a few times, and just that's just from working too hard.
Yeah.
In a sense where working too hard, but what I mean is like working all month, then working
resting.
on having a lot of post production, piling your tire with stuff just because it's good income, but also you think you can do it, and then you end up crashing.
That's why you need to outsource sometimes.
You need to outsource, but also, man,
Take a
this
break.
year one thing I'm trying to do is like just work a little bit less, but work on stuff that's really important.
Yeah.
It's going to make the same difference, if not more of a difference in the business.
Yeah.
Because you're doing you're doing more projects that you're going to post regularly. You're doing more projects that you're passionate about, so you're gonna you're gonna really want to do a good job. And that's one thing you realize if you get busy. For me, it's quality over quantity now. It used to be quantity.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like a really good friend of mine, actually. He does He does shoots and I just don't understand why he accepts like these odd jobs where it's like don't really pay him a lot.
Yeah.
And he still just does it.
Yeah. And he just gets by.
He's just used to it.
Yeah. A lot of jobs, corporate jobs,
Like doing like 8 social videos for like 500 quid.
yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
They're getting insane value, but how they're viewing you,
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
That's
you
one
get,
thing as well.
You get clients who like haggle over the price.
Yeah.
So it's like our budget is only 150.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Dude?
I know. Yeah.
You want to do a whole like event and
I know.
only 150.
I know. I think it's thinking about how you carry yourself, and if you are stuck to your prices and you can be confident in what you're delivering and the service you're delivering, then you'd be really good at charging a bit higher for stuff.
It's not about having like loads of clients.
No,
It's better to have like
a few quality. Yeah, and even one thing I'm like, I talked about this to the lads all the time is like one client might pay a decent rate, like, but it might not be very high. But if they book you constantly over a year, they're worth like a salary to you. They're like it's really important to keep them around. Yeah. And again, man, I think no matter what budget you're working with, I work with a lot of different budgets on different projects. I have a threshold of what I won't work with anymore in terms of budget, but I think you need to treat every client the same person, like not the same person, but the same way, because you need to be able to give everyone what they need equally.
Yeah.
Just because a client's paying you more doesn't mean they're more important.
Exactly. Quality.
And that's one thing that I used to do. Well, not used to do, but used to think about. Oh, I'll put a bit more effort into this and spend more time on this project, and then I'll come back to this one. Just try and schedule yourself and structure yourself around being able to deliver your same product or service the same way across the board, and you'll do really well.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is perfect for me to segue into this next question, because the guy who I shot a part with before you, actually one of my really close friends, childhood friends growing up, but he walked away from this.
Okay.
Was doing it pretty well, really, really well actually.
Yeah.
Working with like the government, working with like Petronas.
Yeah. And he just stopped.
He just said he has to be realistic.
Realistic. Okay.
Need to be more realistic. Like, there's no opportunity in this, no growth. Like, you don't understand. And it's interesting because I wanted to sit down with him because we started the journey together. But he stayed back in the country, whereas I went to Ireland.
Yeah.
So obviously my perspective is very different, and very, very talented guy. He's not very creative, like he knows that, but he mimics really well. It's just sad to see that talent go to waste because of the surrounding.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not my place to convince him. It's not like like you have to do this because you're talented. Like this is the path that he chose. He's an engineer, civil engineer, I think. Earning good money in Singapore. But I still can't help but see, like, in a way, I feel like this opportunity was stolen from him.
Yeah.
So it's like he sees it from a very, like, for example, if somebody come to ask you what should I do this, like, definitely, but it's not all like sunshine and rainbows, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna struggle. There are gonna be days where you have no income, but stability means nothing to us, right?
Stability means no. I mean, I think stability is really important. But
might have to use the right word then.
Like, it just depends on. I think, yes, you can have loads of money and you might not be happy, or you might have loads of stability and you might not be happy. Just as unhappy as you'd be with no stability. But I think it depends where you are in life and what age you are, I think, as well.
I'm the same age.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But stability is important to you, right? Or no? To me, at my situation, I need stability right now in terms of, like, income. And
the weird thing is,
obviously I like to still take risks.
Of course.
But I think stability is still important for me to be able to build things.
I'm gonna sound so stupid, but I don't. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't really draw like stability on the things that I have anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've lost it. Right? I've lost the visa. I've lost the job. lost the savings.
Yeah.
And I found out when that was happening, I was actually much happier.
Really?
Yeah, like peaceful, not happier. Or less stressful.
You were less stressed when that was happening.
I think because there's nothing I could do, right?
Yeah,
so
it's out of your control.
I handed it all up to him.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just living. Bro, dude, like my rent was like more than 50% of what I was earning a month for
Oh shit.
years,
Okay.
right?
That's scary.
Right?
Yeah.
But I lived off it.
Yeah.
I was still saving 400 every month on top of that.
Really?
Yeah. So it was like, okay. Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah.
Can't
for sure.
complain, honestly. Can't complain. So, I don't know, bro. I think I have a very screwed up like view on it. Maybe not screwed up, but like this giddy optimism.
Yeah. No, but that's you, bro. You know, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Like again, as long as you're confident in like what you believe is what you believe, that's the most important thing. Like I'm trying to do that this year as well. It's like if someone has a different opinion, that's fine. But like I'm happy in what I like to think about things, and does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
But I like to hear people's point of views as well, and be proven wrong sometimes too about something. But yeah,
It's like did I tell you about the ice?
no,
Like having faith in ice, the thickness of ice. Did I tell you
No.
about that? Because like you can have so much faith in thin ice. The moment you step on it, it breaks. But if you have like little faith, but like the ice is thick, you're not gonna fall. So it's not so much about the amount of faith that you have, it's where you put that faith.
yeah,
And the Bible says that if your faith is even as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains.
yeah,
So it was like I'm not gonna lie, like definitely there are moments where I felt I went astray or I kind of lost faith a bit, but it's that constantly he's always showing up for me.
yeah,
He's a big part of why I'm happy. He's a big part of why I have everything the way I do.
yeah,
So I really can't this is a conversation I had with Ben a while ago, right? And Ben was telling me about his experiences and why he should be grateful, because he gets anxious sometimes and stressed out. And he said, how can I feel that way? Because I have all these beautiful things in my life.
Yeah.
You know, like I should be grateful because there's people who don't have these things, and that's what we're taught, right? And then I said, I will agree with you 9 months ago, but having experienced what I did, I realized that the reason I'm grateful is not because of that. It's because I don't deserve anything. The fact that I'm sitting here with you, the fact that I have food in my belly, a roof over my head, I don't deserve those things, but yet he still gives me those things.
yeah,
I'm grateful.
yeah,
So it's not so much a comparison anymore. It's more of I'm blessed regardless of what I have.
yeah,
Because I don't own anything.
yeah,
And it really changes the perception.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. That's why I think there's going to be very rare moments where you'll find me sad now. I may be stressed out, but
I don't think I've ever seen you sad. Like it's I haven't really seen you stressed out or sad. I
I'm
always
stressed out.
No.
I don't look stressed out.
No,
The
never,
hair-
bro.
Physically, the hair, yes.
No, bro, your hair looks great, man. It's always a different hairstyle every time. I don't see you stressed. Personally, I just maybe don't know you that well yet. But
Actually, I feel like whatever I say to you is all the same to the boys as well.
yeah, for sure, yeah. We're all very similar, you know. I think that's why we're friends. Like, we all think the same way, sort of. We sort of do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I try to speak life into you guys, though.
say again.
Speak life into you guys. I think that's a very big thing that
Yeah.
I've been so blessed with. That, like even Tom was talking to me the other day, and after he was talking to me, he asked, "What about you, bro? How are you?" And I'm like, "I'm fine, dude. Let's not talk about me. Talk about you. Like I'm in overflow right now.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's been great. Let me pour into you.
Yeah.
Like it's literally that because, like, and the thing is, right? I don't think my cup will ever be empty ever again.
Yeah. Why
Because-
though?
Because I have a I have an unlimited source.
Yeah, in your life right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's beautiful. That's great.
like in a relationship, you should read. There's this book called what is it? Something about marriage one written by Timothy Keller, and he was saying how like if you have two cups,
Yeah.
right? Like this is one's you, one is your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You're pouring into each other, but imagine you only have this much amount of water. Someone's gonna be empty, right?
Yeah.
But if both of us are constantly overflowing, you just keep pouring in,
Yeah.
right? And the thing is, I don't care if my cup is empty because I'm overflowing,
Yeah.
not because of her, but because of him.
Yeah.
And I spill it into all my friends.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a beautiful analogy with these two cups.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's great. The who is it? C.S. Lewis, the guy who wrote Narnia. He said like if we crave for something, like if we thirst for something, well, it's unquenchable,
Yeah.
right? It probably means that what we desire
Yeah.
is not of this world.
Yeah.
That means that no matter what you put into yourself, you're always gonna feel empty until
Yeah.
you find that source that can quench that thirst.
Yeah.
It's so wow. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
profound. I truly live by that because I see that.
Yeah.
I see that happen. I see people's life change. I see my life change. You know, like even literally Jesus says in the Bible, like he who drinks from my cup will never thirst again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. I know it's like a crazy thing. I'm not as religious as you are, if I'm honest. And you probably noticed that from being around the boys.
No.
Compared to them. But I'm just not as religious, I don't think. And maybe I need to be, but like,
I don't think you need religion.
no.
I think you crave relationship.
Like personal relationships.
No, not with anyone. Not with a girl. Not with friends. You crave relationship and purpose. I think everyone does.
Yeah.
If you look at what the boys are complaining about sometimes,
Yeah.
I truly see it's so clear, right? That a lot of the things, and I say it all the time. Even Ben jokes about it, but I'm like, dude, Jesus is the answer. And he's like, Ian, you say weird shit, but I like you, so I'm just gonna say okay.
Yeah.
Right. But brother, like, he's the reason why my relationship is so great. He's the relation, not Ben, by the way. God, he's the reason why like I have a great relationship with my family. He's the reason why I'm stable now. Like, there's nothing that can go wrong in my life where I can't see that it's something good that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
You know, it is that peace in the storm. You know, like when the disciples were on the boat and Jesus was asleep, and then there was a big storm, and it was crazy outside the waves. They got scared. They woke him up, and he was like, "Do you not know who you're on the boat with?"
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I want to be that kind of peace that can sleep on that storm. I want to love the way he loved. Right? He loved Judas so much that they couldn't even tell that he was going to betray him.
Yeah.
I think that's what true masculinity. I think that's what true godly love is.
Yeah.
Right? Sacrificial. It's not about you. It's about him, and it's about your neighbors, the people around you. And like the reason why I do things is always for him. In everything that I do, there's small snippets of what I've got in it.
Yeah.
The way I speak, like I cannot speak about it.
Yeah.
Right? You ask me for an advice, it's always gonna be him.
Yeah.
I try not to go straight to the point, but it's always gonna it's always gonna go back to that. Like even my caption for my accounts, like my video account, like I'm creating video for an audience of one.
Yeah.
Because that's what matters the most.
Yeah.
Because if he's the main business partner, if he's the main client, if he's sovereign over everything, shouldn't he matter the most?
Yeah. Of course.
And it's that personal. And if I'm being honest, I've slacked a lot. I haven't opened my Bible in a while.
No.
No, I've gotten
Do
really
you normally
lazy.
open it every day?
Try to. I don't open every day.
No.
I see it on the app on my phone.
Oh, you have an app?
Bible app. They give you like a quote,
okay.
verse every day. But
Yeah.
the relationship is that you work on it. You know, like the reason why we're growing closer as friends because we sit together, we chat, and we build this relationship. It's the same with him. It's so real, bro.
Yeah.
It's so real. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, no, no.
I think I kind of went on a tangent there a little bit.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. I just don't understand it fully. But like, I get what you're saying. I just don't know what to say sometimes because I'm like,
You don't have to say anything.
I don't really know much about this. But
Oh, do I go? I go quite great, like
no.
off the rails sometimes.
No,
What's
you're
the part
good.
that it's a bit.
No, like I understand. I understand what you're saying to a certain extent, though. It's just something I haven't like. I guess I'm not very educated on. You know what I mean? But I'm always open to things,
I think.
and I always listen to you guys talking about it. So I'm just like always taking it in. Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's life changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, life changing.
No, of course, and I believe you, 100%. Who knows? One day I might have some sort of calling myself and change up.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You never know. But I'm pretty happy in my life, man. At the moment, I think I look at life.
You look happier, honestly, over the last month.
Yeah, I definitely have been. Yeah, I think it's like it's interesting, man. I'm really passionate about. I just said this to Dave the other day. I'm really passionate about my life. Like I wake up every day and I'm like, I love my life because my life is so incredibly good. But I don't know why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I have everything I've ever wanted. I basically do whatever I want. It's just insane. And
I don't think you don't ever lose that.
I try not to because I just try and practice gratitude. I do that most days, but it's insane. I'm like, this is not that I'm like, I don't know if I deserve this, but like, why have I been chosen to live such a great life? If that makes sense. Have such good friends. I just bought a car last year and like one of my dream cars. You know, I have a amazing job which I love. I think the next thing is just getting like a nice apartment or something. But that like checking that box doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as I'm, happy. But
He's watching over you. I mean, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how I used to. Not used to. Sorry. You know
I'm
how
just
I
gonna
usually.
check this here. Perfect. We're all good.
You know how it's perfect actually. It's almost exactly 1 hour, but
Yeah.
I have like questions from the last person.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I told you about the guy just now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last person that was on the pod.
My friend from Malaysia. So that's a question for you, and then you can have somebody next.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so perfect because you spoke about this as well. If you had the chance to start again, would you move overseas?
If I had the chance to start again, would I move overseas? Is a good question.
Either London or LA or
If I had 8 years,
to reset everything. Yeah.
yeah, because I'm 8 years doing this now.
So you don't have any experience.
What do you mean?
You don't have your experience that you have now, basically. So back to where you were.
Like but you're saying if I had to reset and start again?
Oh yeah, restart.
Yeah, I'd go back 8 years. If I had 8 years in another country, London would be cool. I'd try it out. Probably think I probably would start here again, but just do things a bit differently. Because with knowing what I know now, I'd do things a bit differently.
Yeah.
Because back when I started doing everything, the industry was different in terms of like video content is so important now to everyone. Everyone makes videos. Everyone.
Yeah.
Back then, no one did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd probably just like lean into that a bit more, you know, and where the industry is going. But that's really it. I'd love to start. My goal, man, really in the future when I'm really like a lot older, is to be traveling to London and New York and Milan and just doing that every year a lot. But I'm getting there. Like when I started traveling, I always said to myself that like I'm going to travel one day and do my work all over the world, and now I do that. And I just kept saying that to myself for years. You know, I don't know why it happened.
It just happened.
It just happened because I was like, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it happen.
Beautiful.
And I can see myself doing it.
You have a very inspiring story, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So do you.
No, yeah, thanks.
Do you want me to have a question for someone else?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could be doing something else other than what you're doing now, what would you be doing?
If you could be
Is what I would say.
what you're doing now. Wows. I'm looking at the questions sometimes. I thought it's so insane.
Who do you have next? What do you like?
I don't know.
don't know.
I don't know. I took the stress out of like trying to make one every week to like just taking my time and
just like
Now it's like,
letting it naturally happen.
yeah, like I want to enjoy it. I don't want to make it feel like a chore.
Yeah.
I want to hastily tell people stories, listen to stories. Actually, I love like listening to different people's journeys.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know who yet.
No, I'm looking
I need
forward to
women
seeing it,
though,
though.
because I have so many guys.
Yeah, that'd be to split it up a little bit. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
For sure.
I've never done one with Jasmine as well.
Really? You should
No.
do one with her.
She doesn't want to talk about it yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
She's not
okay.
ready about
Okay.
the world knowing what she does.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I get that. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thanks, bro.
It's been great. Yeah.
Oh my god! And if you know anyone who might have like an interesting story as well,
Yeah, of course, definitely. I'll
Yeah,
let you know.
yeah.
Probably have a chat about this after the podcast and see, or I'll text you during the week because I'm sure there's some people that would love to be on this. And
I would say this will be
beneficial.
out in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hopefully, if not, a max
Sick.
3 weeks.
Amazing. I'm
Max
looking
3
forward to
weeks.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Be fearless. I just noticed that.
What?
Be fearless.
Oh yeah, shit. That's Tom's.